Welcome to this episode of The More You Know, a series of short videos produced by the Pennsylvania Link to Aging and Disability Resource Service Area 13 partners. Service Area 13 consists of Berks, Lancaster, and Lebanon counties, and it's one of the 15 service areas across the Commonwealth that exist to provide long-term living information and resources for persons age 60 and over, persons with a disability, veterans, family members, and caregivers. Hello and welcome once again. My name is Margie Degler Pizarro, your host for this series. I'm a geriatric and palliative care nurse practitioner who is a passionate advocate for abundant living and aging. The Pennsylvania Link to Aging and Disability Resources is part of a nationwide initiative developed to take a seamless approach to the way that we assist seniors and adults with disabilities who need help with their activities of daily living. When you need information or assistance, call the PA Link to Aging and Disability Resource Center toll-free helpline at 1-800-753 8827. And today, the title of this episode is Getting to Know Amramp. And so, my special guest is the owner of our area's Amramp, Nick Marcellino. And as always, the purpose for today's interview is to bring a renewed awareness of this service, these products that Nick has to offer us, and to discuss them in detail so that our service providers, as well as those persons needing the service, have a reliable, up-to-date resource to pull from. So thank you so much, Nick, for being here with me today. If you could tell us maybe in one sentence what the biggest benefit of your company is, what might you start out by saying?
Sure. Thank you, Margie. Um, the biggest benefit I would say is we provide a fabulous service for people that have mobility challenges. And what we do is we provide mobility equipment to help people get in and out of their homes.
That's great. And I have to tell you, I was really impressed as I reviewed your website. I always thought of AmRamp as ramps, and probably most people do. And I would love for you to share with us everything else that your particular AmRamp company can offer people and where your service footprint is, please.
Yes, sure. So we did start out as a ramp company many years ago. And what we found out is once folks were able to get in and out of their homes, they had still had issues within the homes, like getting from a first floor to a second floor. So we provide stair lifts for individuals to help them manage the steps, particularly in a multi-level home. Also, in the shower and the bathroom area, we provide railings and grab bars for safety, ADA toilets, which are a little bit hard to get on and off, and some safety in and out of the bathroom and into the bedrooms.
Fantastic. And as far as the counties that your AmRamp serves?
Yes, we provide service throughout the central Pennsylvania area as well, all the way out through Philadelphia. So there's quite a bit of counties. We have a warehouse that's in York that manages the York County, Lancaster County, Lebanon, all the Harrisburg area. So we do have a wide footprint that we service.
Does that also service Berks County as well?
Yes,
Okay.
Berks County as well. Yes.
I thought so. And I imagine these days with what we're dealing with the COVID pandemic and people working at home, you probably are crazy busy with people that are disabled that are now needing to create a workspace in their home who used to go out to work. What does
Right.
that look like for you?
Yes. So we did provide services throughout the pandemic. We were very careful. We followed all the CDC guidelines. But what we're seeing is folks want to get out now. And yeah, some folks are still working at home. So we're providing ramps for those individuals to get in and out of their home. It's definitely picked up. It got a little bit slower there for a little bit, but people are now starting to venture out. But we did have folks that needed to stay at home and work from home, and we were able to help them.
All right. And the home modifications, in addition to the outside ramps, can you
Mhm.
share maybe a recent modification you did, what the people's needs were, what the disability was, and how you were able to accommodate?
Sure, sure. So, one of the biggest ones, the biggest product that we provide is stair lifts. So, stair lifts is a great product to help individuals manage steps. It's a product that can give you access to multiple floors. It takes maybe about 3 hours to put in. It's not very invasive and disruptive to the home. So we did recently. We do every day. We put stair lifts in, and then also grab bars. This seems to be a big um, item for us. People definitely need help managing the shower area. Seems to be a big issue for folks that are have some mobility issues, um, and getting on and off a toilet or something like that really helps people.
And if someone's buying a home that they are thinking has to be ADA renovated, do you work with contractors?
Yes, we get calls from contractors all the time. It's probably best to have us come out prior to buying a home and maybe taking a look at it first so we can make some suggestions. But yeah, there's some local contractors that we work with. Um, we do provide a free evaluation, so our evaluations are free. We give written proposals, so everything's detailed in the proposal. We usually turn around within 24 hours so folks can make a decision quickly if need be.
That is great. And so the types of things, like you said, would be the stair rails, the
Yeah, the
glides.
stair lifts,
Now, do you
and
have any, are there any barriers to that based on certain types of stairs or turning stairs or anything like that?
yeah, so one of the contributing factors that would cause an issue there would be width of the staircase. So a staircase, these stair lifts can operate within 28 inches. So if you have at least a bare minimum of 28 inches, the product should work perfectly. Now, some folks have the staircases where they go up a flight of steps. There's a landing, and then there's another flight.
Mm.
So that we would call like a curved staircase. We also offer a curved stair lift, which is a continuous stair lift that starts at the bottom, goes all the way up through the landing, and ends at the top. So if you have issues with getting on and off the stair lift, and you have two staircases that's continuous, we have a curved stair lift that will take you the whole way up. That's a little more involved. There, basically, we have a specialized camera. We come in and we take a photo shoot, and then it's actually it's custom made for the person's staircase. So
And
it
that would allow
fits in there real
somebody that
nicely.
might otherwise be limited to being able to stay in their home if there's a bathroom upstairs
Yes.
to be able. So, when I talk to older people in my role about the pros and cons of staying in a home versus going to a facility, I always look at what are the pros and cons financially too. I mean, people look at the idea of something like a ramp or a stair glide as being terribly expensive until they look at what the cost of moving to a
Yeah.
facility and the monthly fee is to be there.
Right. Right. So true. So true. It's definitely more cost effective to put a few of these products in a home and stay in a home than it is to pack up, everything and move to another facility. And most people want to stay. One, they can't afford it to do that. Two, they like to stay in their surroundings. And most people, what I find is they want to stay in their home. They don't want to do that. They want to stay as long as they can. Um, And then sometimes people are presented with a situation where it's a temporary situation. So some of these products you can rent ramps and you can rent stair lifts. So maybe somebody had surgery or something and they're rehabbing a knee or something, and they might not need it permanent, but they just need it for a few months just to get through their rehab. We can definitely provide a rental opportunity for them.
That's a fantastic point that you bring up. I did see that on your website, and with the ramps too, that may well be the case. And I have seen some horrifically built ramps, and I know yours are very unique. Could you talk about the ramps into the home and why yours are unique compared to a lot of others?
Yes. So our ramps are the biggest unique point about our ramps is they're made out of steel. They're fireproof, and they're mesh graded. So they have a design where it allows the weather to go through the ramp, so it doesn't pull. If some of these other ramps where the weather collects on the ramp, so in the wintertime you have ice freezing, that'll lay there. So our ramps is perforated. It's kind of it's patented, and the weather goes through the ramp. So it's very good in weather. There's very low maintenance, like wood rots, and you have to maintain that. Um, and these ramps are made in the U.S. They're made in Boston, which is great. And there are sections where we can customize a design for people. They come in different lengths, and we can customize to someone's home. Um, and we have a great warranty. We do all our own evaluations and installs. They're factory trained individuals that come out and do this, and we back our work. And we've been around for over 20 years. So we have a great reputation for our company.
And so, as people are listening to this and saying the home modifications, the ramp, the stair glide, one of these things or everything I need, tell me how our listeners will reach you.
Yes. So they can reach us in a number of ways. They can reach us at our main number, which is 610 They can go on our website, which is www.amramp.com. They can fill out a request for someone to contact them on our website. If someone calls, they could just tell us a little bit about what the situation is, and we will set up uh, a free evaluation to come out to see what the situation is, and then provide them with an estimate of what our recommendation of what we think is possible and what they think will work for them, and go from there. And a lot of these products are installed in a day or two. It's not a big ordeal in terms of a lengthy project.
Great. So, one more time, phone number and email before
Yes,
and website
yes.
before we bring
So,
this to a close today.
sure. So again, the number is 610-585-2308. Our website is www.amramp.com. And the email is amramp@philadelphia.com.
Perfect. Nick, thank you so much for your excellent presentation and
Sure.
sharing the more you know today about Amramp for the Pennsylvania link to Aging and Disability Resource Service Area 13 Network. My name is Margie Degler Pizarro, and I thank you for joining us today. Be well, and remember, when you need long-term information or assistance, call the PA Link to Aging and Disability Resource Center toll-free hotline at 1-800-753-8827, and stay tuned one moment longer and I will put that information on the screen. Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Marge. Thanks for having me.